That's right, kids. Yeah, that's right. How much do they really matter? Good morning, by the way, GM. I'd like to introduce you to my Custom 24. You probably already know this one by now. I don't really name my guitars. Maybe I should name them. Never really occurred to me. But anyway, I'm just giving this guitar a little bit of airtime because haven't really been playing it lately. So I introduce you to this one. This is my Custom 24 Artist package with the Artist. What's this one? I don't like to say curly maple. This is a, what's the other term? The other one's flame maple, and this one is, what's this one? Curly, excuse me, flame maple and, help me out, man, help me out. What was this one again? Curly, figured maple tops. I don't always say it. Quilted maple top. Quilted artist grade maple top. I wish you could see it better, but this is a 2005 model. I'll explain this to you a bit later. Gold hardware, HFS, pickups, and the vintage bass. This is a polarizing pickup, the HFS, but who cares? This is a wide, thin neck, now known as the pattern thin neck. When between 2005 and 2010, PRS had updated the necks a little bit. It used to be called the wide, thin neck, and then they updated that shape a little bit, and then they changed the name to pattern thin. Brazilian rosewood fretboard with the birds in flight inlays, and this is, I don't know what power. I don't know if I forgot what material they used for the inlays. I was gonna say mother of pearl, but it looks different to mother of pearl. I'm sure I'll be able to find it after this, and I'll put it on screen. Help you out a little bit, you know. 20th anniversary. The veneer on the headstock is also Brazilian rosewood, and you got the little ding there. I was spinning around on stage. I was spinning around doing my rock moves, kicking ass, and I hit the headstock on my drummer's cymbal. And of course the show had to go on, so it just kept on going. And but it's solid. There doesn't seem to be any let me unstruck this first. Doesn't seem to be any structural damage on the neck part of the headstock. Hey, focus on the guitar, man. How do we do this? How do we not get to focus on me? I mean, I'm the star of the show, of course, but I want to give this one some airtime, you know what I mean? And no cracks or anything. It's all good. It's all good because maybe because PRS doesn't have too much of a angle. See the angle of the PRS is, You can kind of tell how much I like, how much I love PRS. The angle is not super exaggerated, unlike a certain brand that we know. Look at that, man. Look at that. You can see there's a piece of a separate piece there to glue to make up the width of the headstock, which is okay. It's a-okay. This is the phase 2 locking tuners. It's I prefer the phase 3 locking tuners from my custom 22 because it's so easy, much easier to use. This one, the buttons on these ones, they feel a bit small to me, but overall that's okay, man. They hold tune, they do their job, they do a great job. It's also locking, gold hardware, of course, for this 20th anniversary model. Man, I got lucky with this one. Artist, except for what's happening here with the finish. It's looking a little bit cloudy. I don't know. It's sometime between 2000, mid 2000 to late 2000, 2010 or something. 2000, mid 2000 to 2007, somewhere there. There was something going on in the PRS factory where these finishes would come out defective. It's a bit of a defect. If you look at, let's zoom in again, give you a closer look. See how in here it looks a bit richer, same as up here. It looks like a nice swimming pool with nice blue water. See, if it didn't have all this cloudiness going, this guitar's top would look like a nice swimming pool, you know, with a nice swimming pool with really blue water. But it's okay. You notice the pickups are like that. This didn't come covered. The HFS and the vintage bass, they came uncovered with black bobbins, and I like the look of covered pickups. So I had gold covers put in there. But then I had to open them back up. I had to desolder the cover off because for some reason the tech didn't know about microphonics happening when the pickup is potted, but when you add a cover into it, it adds microphonics because the pickup isn't so solidly attached to the cover, even though it's soldered. So what I done was, what did I do? I put some what did I do? Masking tape or the white tape. I think it's a painter's tape or something like that. And I put it on top of the bobbin on the slug side, and then I put some silicone, when it's in a like a toothpaste looking consistency, put that over there, and then so that, because I don't want it on the pickup, and then slap the cover on tight and then resolder it. And so that stopped the microphonic. I can now play in high gain, in gigging volumes, high gain, and there's no squealing. That's good. Then you have the nice natural back. I love the natural back. Wood grain. Some more zoom in action again, because you love that stuff, don't you? You like to take a closer look, perverts. See? And I understand, because even I'm still perving on this every now and then. The cloudiness is also here and around this part. Who knows what causes them, especially here. You can see that, but that's okay. Man, I'm so off topic with this. You've seen that part of the guitar, headstock already, but just show you again because you like that kind of thing. Yeah, that's right. I know you. Because you're a bit like me, in a way. And of course, you got the natural binding. How good is that? See that? It's just perfect line all the way around. Man, this is getting so out of hand. All right. What I was really going to talk about today was neck tenons, about how much they matter. How much among every single guitar that I know, the only guitar that I know the tenon of is my LTD M1000, which is my first real good guitar. And now that one is obviously a long tenon, right? Because it's a neck through body, the neck going all the way to the butt, and the wings just glued onto it. That's how I know it's a long tenon. I didn't care, because back in the day, I was actually too busy practicing. Once I discovered Metallica, I was too busy practicing, playing guitar until 2 a.m. in the morning, and didn't care about. All I wanted to do was practice and get good. Maybe some of you should too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you'll actually be proud of yourself. And this PRS, this beautiful custom 24, and my custom 22, and my Tanglewood single cut, and also my every other electric guitar that I've owned. What neck tenons were they? I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Who the hell cares? Now, I think I have a feeling something is up with my audio, but we will be fine. We continue to build the plane as we fly it, don't we? Okay, and I don't know. I have no idea what kind of tenon this has. What kind of tenon the Custom 22 has. My Epiphone Les Paul Custom, my Tanglewood, what do you call it? My Tanglewood single cut, LP style. I had no idea. Didn't care. I still don't really care. Because they play good. Because they were sort of handpicked by me. What is it good? What is the long tenon good for? What, sustain? These guitars have good sustain. This one, it might not be godlike sustain, but I've never had a problem where I was holding some note and then it kept on dying prematurely, and I wish I had. I've never really had that problem, you know. And plus, when you have an amp on gigging volumes and you're there, the amp and the guitar is interacting with each other, you're gonna get feedback, which adds to the sustain. The frets on these are, and the fretboard and the neck and everything else is putting into the sustain. PRS, you know. Pretty good, it's pretty good. Don't have to worry. Even my 2 LPs. Is that what the long tenon thing is good for? Think about it now. Oh, you're only saying this because you have no long tenon guitars and you're trying to. Nah, man. You know, lately I've caught the bug, the Gibson Les Paul bug, and so I drove around and tried out some 50s Les Pauls. I've got the bug of wanting to add a Gibson Les Paul. It would, if I was gonna get one, it's gonna be my first Gibson Les Paul. And if I was gonna pick one up, it better be special, especially for the money that I'm paying. That I would be paying for it, a Les Paul standard, man. A Gibson Les Paul standard would be costing me around the same monetary value that I paid for my Custom 22, brand new. And for the same amount of money for the Custom 22, it just beats it. My Custom 22, the green one, that's my first PRS, and so far it's become my favorite guitar. And it didn't take me long to find a good PRS. In fact, that was probably the first proper PRS that I've tried. And then that's the one that came to, you know, I just loved it so much from the time I tried that out in the shop. With the Gibson, bro, I've tried a bunch of Gibsons, even just today alone, from 3 different shops or something. 1, 2, 3, 4. I must have tried maybe 10 Gibsons, 50s, so it's pretty narrowed down. Some of them were 60s, because in the narrowing down process, until eventually I found out that I like the 50s, because I actually like the fat neck. More about that probably in another video. And there was probably two that I liked. One was a 50s standard see-through black with a flame maple. Had a gorgeous looking top. It's not a super good top like a high-grade PRS top or an artist top, but it was good enough for me. And the body was lighter than a usual Les Paul, because I think Les Pauls guitars in general don't have to be super heavy, unnecessarily heavy. Oh, but you need it for tone. Wait, bro, get out of here with that. And also, it was very lively. You know, I was just mostly playing the guitar acoustically, because I love, you know, as you probably already heard from me, I like the guitar to be lively. I think when I say lively, I mean the guitar is pretty resonant, and it's fairly loud, or at least fairly loud, right? This one, I didn't really handpick this one. I bought this one online from Gumtree. It's like a Facebook market, or a Craigslist, I suppose. I just liked how it looked in the pictures, and the fact there's a 20th anniversary and artist top, Brazilian board, and the bird, everything except for I bought this guitar for everything except for the only thing I didn't try it or test was the liveliness of the guitar, but luckily for me it is pretty lively. It's a good guitar. I mained this one alongside my 22. They can be interchanged as a main. I could play this mainly in one night in a gig, and the 22 will be a backup, or I can main the 22 and this will be a backup. It's beautiful. It's great, isn't it? You don't have to worry. Oh, that guitar has to be the main. No, this one and the 22 is interchangeable. I understand it's a different pickups. Is a 20. This one is a 24, and that one's a 20. It doesn't matter to me. None of them. I've never really experimented on opening the cavity up, checking the neck tenon. I don't know. This is probably, for all I know, this is probably a short neck tenon. The 22 is probably a short neck tenon. I don't know. I could look it up online right now. I'm sure the Les Paul Custom Epiphone, the black one, is a short tenon, because the IGC ones, the ones with the true Gibson headstock, that one has the long tenon. My Tanglewood LP, I don't know, probably a short tenon, but doesn't matter. It doesn't. When you play a gig and you kick ass, you perform so good because you practiced your moves, you mastered your lines, and then overall you presented a good performance to the audience and you made them happy. At the end of the day, they're gonna approach you. They're gonna say, bro, you played really good, you played amazing, and you'll be getting these compliments. Not one of those compliments, oh man, that long tenon really made a big difference. The guitar sounded so good. Oh, thank God for that long. And you dorks need to forget about all that. Practice some more. Practice your stage moves. Your stage moves. Practice in front of a mirror if you can. Master your chops. Look professional. When I say look professional, that includes, the way your hands be moving when you're doing solos, when you're doing riffing. How does this hand look? How does this hand look? How do you look in every angle? Nobody cares about the tenon length of your guitar. What really matters is how you perform, how much you've entertained them. Long tenon. It doesn't matter. Bro, wake up. Use your brain. You probably even heard some awesome guitar tones, some awesome guitar performances, all that. And then later you found out, oh, bro, that guitar, that one had a short tenon? Dang, some pretty good tone. I'm sure you've come across that situation. And then you still go back to your brainwashed mindset. I need a long tenon. Dorks. Man, just sometimes you need to stop listening to people too much. Take people with a grain of salt. Think for yourself. I know that might come rich coming from me because I fall victim to that too. But I'm trying. What about you? What about you? You? Are you all trying? Are you trying? That's the question, isn't it? Just practice some more, and the things that really matter is, it's gonna be a bit more fulfilling when you practice so good, and then you apply it so effectively. Because that's what it's all about, isn't it? When you go to a gig, the feeling, the fulfillment that you get when you get the compliments, the genuine compliments too. Let's say you can discern which one is the empty compliment, the generic. Oh, good show, mate. Good. What they say? Oh, good job up there. And the ones where it's genuine, where they really like you and they're really gone out of their way. The stage is here, the bar is here, and the gear room is here where people the audience don't normally go to because there's nothing in there for them. But they, instead of going to the bar, they go to the gear room where you are, out of their way, just to express their amazement. When you get those, man, much more fulfilling than, oh, I got a long tenon. Oh. Man, how much? I don't even know what the benefits are, apart from maybe durability. But even then, I'd not have any issues of the most things that I'm really afraid of is snappage at the headstock snappage. I've never really been worried about the neck coming off the body, because this is modern times. Even at 2005, when this guitar was built, the glue used and the fitment of the neck to the matching of the neck to the body is so good. You don't have to worry about them. I'm clipping the mic, so I need to adjust it. We're building the plane as we fly it. I've never been, the methods for matching and attaching the neck to the body in these modern times is very good. You don't have to worry. Even if it's short tenon, if the fitment is really good, the tone will be, the sustain, the tone, and all that is going to be good. So just know that, especially when you buy a nice guitar with a, from a reputable brand, let's say. And so you don't have to worry about that. Let's just put it that way. Play, just play. There was this guitar player that I saw who got Instagram famous, and is just doing all that stuff with, and just doing some of his own unique takes on covering some songs, and then he's using a Gibson. He looked like he was in his 40s or 50s, and he, like maybe 40 or something, and or 30, late 30s, and he was using a very nice Gibson Les Paul. He probably long tenon, who knows? Nobody was thinking about that as he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? You understand? How many times am I gonna say that it doesn't matter, or it doesn't matter where it counts, where it really counts? This is still using the same stuff, Rev G3 pedal. Didn't change the settings. So if you're gonna listen to my other, if you're gonna watch my other videos with another guitar, you will really hear the difference of that guitar, the tone of the sound of that guitar, because I didn't change my distortion or whatever. I didn't change the settings. It's still the same. So that's a bit of a guide. In your entire guitar playing life, since when have you been worrying about long tenon, short tenon? I've been playing guitar since 2004, and it was really only in the last few days or couple weeks that I started hearing about all this long tenon, short tenon, only because I have been looking up Gibson Les Pauls a lot these days. So it's never really mattered to me. Never. Never really cared. Never cared. Maybe I should get like a Patreon or something, some kind of donation avenue to receive donations from you kind people, so that maybe I can get a bit of money so I can drink some more soda water. We keep going on the tangents here and there, but seriously, what is a long tenon good for? What is it really good for? Tell me the reason what it's good for in a way that really actually matters. All right? Because I'm very curious. At the same time, I'm not really, it's not going to add to an obsession of mine. It's probably not going to change my decision making on choosing my next guitar. But I really do want to know though. I'm just curious. I just like to know things. I really want to know. So just tell us, man. Just tell us good reasons, reasons that are science-based or rationally sound. Because we want to know. Some of us want to know. Especially for the new guitar players out there who are impressionable and they're gonna buy a new guitar, and we want them to have better guitars and actual better guitars, and not just buying on just because they got caught by the marketing and all that long term. And so I want to hear from you. Thanks for watching. GM.